Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Hey folks, welcome to Wisconsin Family. I'm Jessa Jeremiah.
And I'm Justin Riley, and here we are downtown at the fabulous American Family Dream Bank. And
It is fabulous.
right before I came in, I found these two wandering the streets.
Yeah, where did you find these kiddos? They're pretty cute.
These are actually my kids. This is Laura Lee, and she's, how old are you? She's three. And this is Oliver, and he just turned 1.
Oliver, you guys are so sweet.
They're making their TV debut today.
Yeah, you're a lucky guy. I love it. You've got the
I
cutest.
am a lucky guy.
Yeah, you've got a
Lucky guy.
wonderful family. So what a wonderful place to bring your family. And,
Absolutely. And
we're going to talk about some other things for families today.
yeah, and especially for kids out there, if you're interested,
He's excited.
We're all excited here, and if you're
You
interested
excited?
in toys for your kids, you'll want to stick around because Bonnie from the Learning Shop is going to join us and talk to us a little bit about toys that teach.
Yes, they absolutely are, and some other great things for families. Obviously, we have some tough winters here in Wisconsin. We're going to talk a little bit about how to maintain your heating and air system. Very important in our cold winters and hot summers.
And we're going to check in with Dream Curator Renee Nelson from American Family Dream Bank. She's going to talk to us a little bit about some of the things that they do here at American Family Dream Bank.
Yeah, some wonderful things for folks. You know, it's a great way to make insurance all about dreaming big, realizing dreams for your family. And also, you know, if you're a business owner, a great way to plan ahead. So I'm very excited to talk to those folks. I think Oliver might be the most excited. What do you think?
I think he's pretty darn excited too. So it's all coming up right here on Wisconsin Family. Stick around. Hey folks, welcome back to Wisconsin Family, and we're so excited to be here in downtown Madison at the American Family Dream Bank. What a great place this is.
An outstanding space. I'm inspired already.
Yes, it is very inspiring. And if you're inspired to create something such as a really great structure like I've created here with squigs, then you should look no further than the Learning Shop over on the west side of Madison. And we're joined now by the manager of the Learning Shop, Bonnie Pearson. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for giving me this opportunity. I don't often get to do these things, so thank you.
Well, and I don't often get to play with squigs, so
I
it's
know.
I'm glad I could help you.
We were playing before we started.
Yeah, I wanted to have show off my work here. I think I missed my calling in life. But anyway, you know, talk to us a little bit about the Learning Shop. I mean, I've seen a couple outside of the Madison area. Is that a big national chain?
The Learning Shop is not a national chain. We are oftentimes confused with the Learning Express.
Okay.
We are not the same.
Okay.
The Learning Shop is a Wisconsin-based store. We have a store in Appleton. That is our home base with our warehouse. And then we have Mequon, Mayfair, Brookfield, Southridge, and us.
Wow.
You got them all. You had to make sure you got them all.
I think so. I was counting, but
I know.
I think I got them all.
You did well, no.
And then the Madison store moved in 1991 in the Highland Gates Shopping Center, and we've been there ever since.
Good for you. That's exciting. That's a long time. So you guys have been going on many years now. And let's talk a little bit about the name, the Learning Shop. So it looks like all fun. I played with some squigs. I had a good time. And I see some other fun toys over here. So what makes it the Learning Shop? What do you do?
Well, we really are all about learning. 50% of our store space is devoted to toys that teach, and the other 50% of our store is devoted to assisting teachers in the classroom.
Oh, okay.
So when I say back to school shopping, what do you think of?
I think of backpacks and
pencils,
notebooks and
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what most people think of. They think of the pencils and the paper and the colors and the crayons and those kinds of things. But really, back to school, that's the student side.
Right.
We think of the teacher side. We look at it from the teacher's perspective for back to school. So we're assisting teachers in their classrooms, getting their classrooms ready for the fall.
What a wonderful thing to do, and I'm sure teachers love you for that because all kinds of, looks like creative ideas and things for learning of all different ages.
Yeah. So what sorts of things do you have to offer teachers? I mean, what can students expect to see in their teachers' classrooms this fall?
Well, I brought a couple of things today.
Okay.
There are three main themes. Every year there are themes that our back to school themes. And the first one is called Block Stars from Trend. They look like Minecraft characters. And what we did, the staff did, is we took cereal boxes, Jell-O boxes, and we made our own.
You did?
So when you walk into the store, you will see our little Minecraft people.
Wow.
So that is one of the sets that we have. And then another one is superheroes. Nothing specific, no Batman or Superman, but it's kind of that graphic novel look. So it'll be great for middle school kids.
Absolutely.
And then the last set, which is the largest set, is the chalkboard theme, which is kind of ironic when you think about it, because when I grew up, we used chalkboards.
Right, sure.
Now, you're hard pressed to find a chalkboard in the classroom.
That's true, yeah.
And so now we're decorating with chalkboards, so that's kind of funny. But there are so many pieces. There are bulletin board sets and awards and bookmarks and stickers and all of those things to help teachers set their classrooms up. And it's so great once school starts and the kids come in and go, hey, my teacher has that, or hey, we have that in our classroom. So it's really fun to see that.
Absolutely. And let's talk a little bit. So you have this half of the space that's dedicated sort of to teachers and back to school and all of those things. But then the other half is all about toys that teach. So let's kind of touch on those a little bit and really what does that mean and what do they teach?
Okay. Learning doesn't only happen with pencils and paper. And we tend to think, get the workbooks out, get the flashcards out. No, our goal is to make that learning fun. And don't tell the kids that, don't
I know. They're not supposed to know they're learning.
No.
It's only fun, kids. Don't listen.
Right. And our toys target ages birth to about 12. So if you don't mind, I'm going to take a little verbal tour of some of the sections of our store.
Great.
So we have an infant toddler section and a lot of bright, colorful things, and they teach hand-eye coordination. They're going to teach cause and effect kind of skills, verbal, and get the kids to be thinking about words and those kinds of things. And imaginative play. With so many TV, computer, tablets, imagination really has competition.
No kidding.
Yes.
That's a
so
very good
we have a
point.
whole section set up, some great Melissa and Doug things, you know, pretend and play food and the costumes, the dress up clothes and puppets. We have a beautiful line of puppets by Folk Manis. What a great way for your kids to put on a puppet show for Grandma and Grandpa. Great.
And those kids, the kids love when you use puppets in your teaching. If you're a teacher, they love those. It's such a unique thing. They connect with the puppets better than they do with this teacher.
Exactly. And you know, a lot of librarians come in and they use the puppets for story time. And they're really beautiful puppets.
Yeah, and we've gotten so technologically driven, so I think it's wonderful that you're able to provide, you know, these things that are sparking the imagination, and we could probably talk to you all day about it. We're running out of time, but I think it's really nice to know, you know, you kind of started us on the tour, but there are things for all different age groups.
Absolutely, there's something for everyone, and if there is something you don't understand how it works or a game, hey, I'd like to learn how to play that. We will play it with you.
Absolutely.
We will do it.
What a great place for folks to shop for gifts.
Well, Bonnie Pearson from the Learning Shop here in Madison, thanks so much for joining us.
Well, thank you so much,
Bonnie.
Don't go away. We've got more Wisconsin Family coming up right after this. Stick around.
Hey folks, welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are downtown Madison filming at the fabulous American Family Dream Bank. And we're excited because a little bit later we're going to chat with a dream curator.
Dream curator, that sounds so interesting.
So we're going to find out how to make your dreams come true.
Yeah, absolutely.
But right now we're going to talk about something that every Wisconsin family needs, certainly in the winter time. We're talking a little bit about heating and air, and we are joined by both John and Chris, who join us from AccuClimb Mechanical Services, and perfect timing to have you folks on today. How are you?
Doing well, thanks for having us.
Great. Well, you know, the winter is inevitable. We were just saying that here in Wisconsin, we're gonna need heat. We gotta keep our air conditioners up to par because we get such different degrees of weather. But let's first tell folks a little bit about how you guys got started in this industry.
My business partner Chris and I bought out North Star Heating in 2012. So we had an existing customer base. We're located in Middleton. We've been doing this about 3.5 years now.
Fantastic. So Absolutely. You've been through a couple summers, couple winters. You know about the whole routine.
Yep.
And you guys do some like community outreach and community support. Can you talk to us a little bit about what that is?
Well, we sponsor some local hockey stuff here in Verona, excuse me. We do some stuff with the Middleton football team, and we're in the town planner in Sun Prairie. So and I live in Sun Prairie, and Chris is a Verona resident.
Okay.
So, and we also work with a company or a program called Heat Up Wisconsin, where we put a furnace in for free every first Saturday of every October.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Wow. That's
Okay.
a wonderful program. So it's called Heat Up Wisconsin.
It's called Heat Up Wisconsin.
So
Yes.
that's a great thing for folks who are in need and need a little bit of help come winter time, because
Yep.
that's just a service that everybody needs, whether or not your income level is high or low. So that's a
Right.
wonderful
And
program.
it sounds
to be
like
a
you're
part
kind of infused in multiple communities. It's not just limited to just Sun Prairie or just Madison or just Verona. I mean, it's kind of all of those things.
Yeah.
Well, we're in Madison, but we're in Middleton, but we cover all of
Right.
Dane County.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so, very cool.
Well, that's wonderful. And let's talk a little bit. We've talked a little bit about some things that you're involved in. What do you feel like sort of makes you different? Why should people come to AccuClimb? You guys have been doing this for a little while now and offer some great service for folks at home. But share with us what kind of sets you apart.
We find that, or we focus more so on what I call the personal thing. You can call in, you can get solutions, you're talking to the owners of the company. The owners of the company are in your home, working on your home, so you can be very comfortable with that. Kind of a small company feeling with a big company support.
Absolutely. That's a nice way to put it.
Hopefully being more effective in making that homeowner comfortable when we're in their home, because to be honest, you don't know us but twice a year. So
Yeah.
you really have to be
Hopefully.
comfortable.
Hopefully, right?
Hopefully, yeah, exactly.
Right.
We come in and we remember the families, we talk about your family and stuff like that, so you're always remembered as a homeowner.
Sure.
And that's kind of important. You don't want to be forgotten about.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's a really nice point, though, that to have the owners come in and be the ones who are actually doing a lot of the work, because a lot of times you meet the owner and then somebody else that you don't know comes in and is part of that. So to actually have kind of the best of both worlds, the person you meet is then the person that takes you through to completion.
A different person every time makes a lot of homeowners feel uncomfortable, and that's what I hear a lot of.
Absolutely. I get
So-
that.
And one thing that I've learned about this industry is that regulations are always changing as far as efficiency standards and things like that. So I imagine that you guys have seen a lot of change throughout your time working in this industry. And I think that the experience that you bring to the table is really vitally important to making those decisions and knowing things, forwards and backwards. What kind of experience do you guys bring to the table when you go and work for a customer?
Well, John himself brings experience back on the wholesale end, 15, 20 years back to even to the point where he did work for an HVAC company and then moved into the wholesale end. I bring about 30 years to the industry. I'm from the Northeast originally, and I've been doing everything from commercial heating, cooling, refrigeration for restaurants and things like that, small convenience stores, mom and pop type places, as well as heating and cooling, wet heat boilers. People don't realize that, but annual maintenance is needed on those. And thinking out of the box when people have tough problems and need some kind of intricate solutions. That's something that I think we do well and bring to the table that a lot of other places don't.
That's very
Interesting.
cool.
So now we've talked a little bit about mostly homes and homeowners. Let's talk a little bit about industries. What kind of support do you provide for industries? Let's talk about that.
Well, we work with restaurants, small commercial businesses, residential. We do heating, air conditioning, and we do refrigeration. So pretty much you walk into a restaurant, if it keeps the food hot or it makes the food cold, we work on it.
Okay, so expanding outside of just the typical air conditioning, heating units,
Yep.
you actually do a lot more than that.
We work on flat top grills, deep fryers, but this
Wow.
is commercial
Right.
deep fryers. We don't do anything residential on that.
Right. So if I had a big flat top grill in my kitchen, you're not going to come out and serve it.
That's probably not our forte. No.
I just bought one too.
But we can help find you a solution.
But we'll find you somebody. We'll find you somebody.
So, obviously here in Wisconsin, we depend really heavily on especially our furnace throughout the winter time. So what are some things that homeowners can do to, really quickly before we go, to lengthen the lifespan of their furnace and their heating system?
I would say the best thing that they can do is the annual maintenance. A lot of people are surprised by, even when they have a brand new piece of equipment, about doing annual maintenance. A spring checkup for the air conditioner, a fall checkup for the furnace. Make sure that furnace is peaked out efficiency-wise or that air conditioner is running efficiency. That annual maintenance can make a huge difference, and it also means you can keep your warranties up. That's what people don't realize. without doing annual maintenance, the manufacturer, not us, they do reserve the right to deny any warranty claims.
Absolutely.
So
Well,
that's
important. Very
Yeah,
important.
very much so.
Well, John and Chris from AccuFine Mechanical Services, thanks so much for the pointers.
Thanks for having us. This was great.
We appreciate you joining us. And make sure you stay tuned because we are going to be right back here at Dream Bake. We're chatting with a dream curator on Wisconsin Family.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Hi, welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are in downtown Madison at the American Family Dream Bank. And how appropriate, it's Wisconsin Family at American Family.
Perfect guest
Yeah.
to help families, absolutely.
Yeah, and so we're going to be talking with Dream Curator Renee Nelson. Renee, welcome, first of all. Thanks for having us
Yeah.
today.
Thanks for hosting us today.
Yes, thank you guys for coming down.
Yeah, we're really excited to be here. So talk to us a little bit about what is Dream Bank for those of us who don't know.
Yeah, so those of you who don't know, this is the American Family Insurance Dream Bank. We are put on by American Family Insurance, and they believe that your dream is the most valuable thing you'll ever own. So much so that they created this space dedicated 100% to the pursuit of dreams. So it's a way for American Family Insurance to give back to the community, and it's a place for people to come, find, and hopefully pursue their dreams.
Absolutely. And Justin and I were just saying before we started what a gorgeous space this is.
Yes.
And it's absolutely outstanding. So this is kind of like the flagship store, right?
It is, yep.
And what a great job you guys have done of taking this gorgeous old building and putting a modern spin on it and really being a place to inspire people's dreams and just give you the tools to do that. I just love it.
Yeah, it is. It's a great space, and a lot of people don't know about us, but once we get them in the door, they're like, "Oh my gosh, this place is awesome!"
Yeah.
It's a fun place to kind of
Yeah.
explore and look around. And
It's great.
And let's talk a little bit about what your role is here. So your actual title is Dream Curator.
It is.
And I think that's outstanding. So talk to us a little bit about what you do as a Dream
Yeah.
Curator.
So as a dream curator, some people may know me as a tour guide. Others may know me as an event planner, as a janitor, and I'm kind of all of the above, to tell you the truth.
Lots of hats.
That's right. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So if people come in this space and they've never heard about us before, I oftentimes give tours to employees, to different groups of people who come in off the street, stuff like that. I also make sure that the space is looking nice and up to par for everyone who comes in. But one of the main things I do is I am in charge of our event series.
Okay.
So we hold about 35 free events every month.
Every month.
Every month we have...
You guys are busy. You must be
Yes.
incredibly busy. Wow.
We stay busy, yeah. So I am in charge of our family events, which are on Saturdays. So it's my job to find fun and interactive things for kids to do. So whether we have a bubble show, or we have a different craft going on, or we get a magician here, it's my job to find those people, get them in the space, make sure everything is set day of, and hope that everything goes smoothly.
Wow. So you've got a lot of coordinating to do,
Yes.
I imagine.
Yes. Yeah.
Outstanding.
Well, and you guys work with a lot of different families here in the Madison area. Talk to us about a little bit about what exactly you guys are offering to these different Madison area families.
Yeah, great question.
Yeah, so like I just mentioned, one of the things we do is we hold these free
Right.
events. And these events we have in our brochure. So we have about 35 each month.
Wow.
And
That's
there's a-
just August. I want to mention this
Yes.
long list is just August.
Yes, that it is. And so they really range. So each dream curator, there's 4 of us, and we kind of take our own event series. So Chris is in charge of our small business and entrepreneur workshops, which are on Tuesdays. Natalie has our learning labs, which happen on Wednesdays. Jackie is in charge of our Dream Big series, where we get inspirational and motivational speakers here, and those are always on Thursdays. And then, like I mentioned, I have Saturdays, so I have our family event series. And then Sundays, we always have Pinterest parties. So Natalie is in charge of those. So we find a craft off Pinterest, and we provide all the supplies, the materials. You guys come, make the craft, and get to go home with it.
So it sounds to me like most of these are just really very educational centered events.
Exactly, yeah. And so they're there to help you find and pursue your dream.
Right.
Yeah, and just as a follow-up question, who are coming to these events? Who are these events for? How do you get
They-
involved?
Yeah, they are open to the public. So anyone and everyone are welcome. You know, for our small business workshops, we have more people who are interested in small business or own their own business or are looking to own their own business. So we really have a wide range. Saturdays are geared more towards families, so we get a lot of kids in the doors, a lot of families, babies, 2-year-olds, 5-year-olds. So there really is a wide range, and anyone and everyone are welcome. And we see about 5,000 people in the door every month.
Wow. So whether you're looking to plan for your family or your growing family or start a new business, I mean, there's all kinds of different workshops that cater to these different types of folks.
Exactly.
That's really neat. And kind of along those same lines, let's talk a little bit about the American Family Insurance Dream Bank's place in the community. You guys are kind of a staple downtown Madison. So how does that play in with the community aspect?
Yeah, so we actually wanted to come back to Madison because American Family Insurance actually started just down the street from here. So we kind of decided to come back downtown and open this place. Yeah,
so this is kind of the founding location, downtown Madison.
Yes, exactly. And so we're really here for the community, for the dreamers, and to help them along their way.
Absolutely.
It's very cool. Now, I'm just curious, you know, when people register for these events and these classes and so forth, like if they, for example, want to learn a little bit more about entrepreneurship or something like that, are you able to like track people who have like, you know, started businesses or have graduated, so to speak, from some of these events? I mean, do you keep in touch with those folks at all?
Yes, definitely. We have some people who are known as Dream Bank junkies. And so we'll see them often, which is awesome. And so they will come, they'll share their success stories with us. Wow. They'll keep us informed on how they're doing, how they're growing, and how their business is doing, which is
great.
Really cool to see.
That's kind of wonderful. Yeah, so you're kind of like a family for them, kind of getting started on different projects, whether it be personal or business, and then you keep up with them along the way. I love that.
And it's something that they can keep coming back to, even though they've already started their business. I mean, there's always something to learn, obviously, so they keep coming back here for further professional development.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit about that too, because you have sort of these exhibits throughout your space.
Yes.
So we got about a minute left. Kind of tell us a little bit about some of these little areas and how they work.
Yeah, so throughout the space we have different exhibits. They change out every quarter. So about every 3 months we get something new in here, and they're always related to positivity. So they really get you thinking about your dream, about your values, about your beliefs, and how you can get out there and really pursue your dream. So right now it is tiny choices, big impact. So your routine starts with choices. So if you start making better choices, you're gonna go further. So all throughout our space, the exhibits are here to help you really start thinking about what choices you can make to get out there and achieve your dream.
What a great point. I mean, that's absolutely true. You're trying to get from A to Z, and there's all these little steps along the way that you're in control of, really. And these exhibits are really are a participant exhibit. I mean, you come in and you are part of it, and you put your mark on each little thing, and and you guys change them out along the way, right?
Yeah, so they're very interactive. We have the tools, the resources, and technology that people can use.
And there's candy here.
And there's candy.
There is. And chocolate-covered marshmallows.
Yes. For nothing else, come for that. No, it's absolutely outstanding. Renee Nelson, you've been wonderful to talk to. So thank you for sharing your space with us today and sharing more about Dream Bank.
Yes.
And we want to thank all of our viewers for watching and or for joining us, rather. And thank you for watching. Join us next time on Wisconsin Family.